to shout out Players Choice Gridiron for letting me come onto their show and do a segment talking about offensive and defensive rookie of the year. If you want to see my picks before I tell you in this video, go check it out. Their episode should be out, most recent. We're talking about the AJ Brown trade and the Eagles and everything, and I'm on the first half of that video, so go check them out. It should be linked in my bio, and let's get right into this. I'm telling you, this offensive rookie of the year campaign is going to be very intense, and now I have about 6 guys that could end up winning this award, potentially more or less, because I don't know if a quarterback's going to end up winning this award, and I don't even know if I'm going to put a quarterback in this list. It's going to be built more or less with wide receivers and running backs, and I think this offensive rookie of the year is going to be a mess. I don't know who's going to end up winning it. Potentially, for the first time since 2017, a non-first rounder could potentially win this award. But let's get straight into it. I'm going to basically break down why I think this player is going to end up winning the award. We're going to do 3 players. These are going to be my top 3. Starting at number 3, we're going to be talking about Chris Olave. Now, this shouldn't be a spoiler, but it's no surprise that an Ohio State wide receiver is on this list. I think Chris Olave is going to have a big-time opportunity to step up into a role where he's honestly going to be asked to be the wide receiver 2 as long as Michael Thomas stays healthy, and I think he can handle the workload if he's wide receiver 1. Reasons why I like this is more or less because Jameis Winston is a solid enough quarterback to get the ball to his wide receivers, and he is a guy that's going to chuck it deep, and that is something that Chris Olave is really good at. My player comp for Chris Olave was Tyler Lockett, and he came out and had a fantastic freshman year, or rookie year. I don't know why I said freshman. But I think Chris Olave's ability to get open and be able to find the soft spot in zones is going to be crucial for him moving forward into the NFL. Even if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I do think he has a fair shot to be a really good wide receiver in the next couple years. Now, my biggest flaw with him is more or less he's not going to be in an offense that's built by Sean Payton. It's going to be Dennis Allen's offense with the offensive coordinator who I can't name right now because I can't think of it. I do think that Chris Olave is potentially the best wide receiver out of all the Ohio State wide receivers just because of his smooth route running and his ability to get open. Plus, shout out to that 4.37 40 time. I mean, ridiculous. He's a freakish athlete for a reason. I think the biggest downfall could be the offense that he's in, and that honestly, he might have to be the wide receiver 1 very early and go against some tougher corners that are going to press him at the line, and he did not show that he is the best when it comes to press coverages. But with that being said, I do have 2 guys that I think are better for this award and could end up having a better opportunity and better skill set to win it. Which leads me into my next guy, which is Kenneth Walker III. Kenneth Walker is coming into a loaded running back room seen by the media, when in reality, it's really his job to take. As much as I love Rashad Penny and the potential he showed this past year, he has not proven to stay healthy for 1 whole season. He only played 6 full games where he started last year, and I don't believe that Chris Carson's going to be coming back as the same guy, which is really disappointing because he's one of my favorite players in the NFL. Kenneth Walker is an explosive running back who has home run potential, which is always a plus when you're talking about a running back winning the Rookie of the Year. He's going to have all the opportunity to be the RB1 in an offense that's going to want to run the ball more. Now, the biggest downside is his team's not going to be that great. The last time a running back did win, though, was Saquon Barkley, and his team went 5-11. But historically, your team does play pretty well for a running back. You most likely win it. Now, I don't think the Seahawks are going to be any kind of competitive, and I don't think they're trying to be. A big problem could be that they go down in many games and they're not going to look for Kenneth Walker to receive the ball as much as he's more of a power running back. But because the team is going to be running the ball more and he's most likely going to have the starting job, I think he has really good potential to win this award, and I think that's why I have him number 2. But the main reason why I don't have him as number 1, and I think he's a little bit better than Chris Olave when it comes to chances in this, is more or less just because of opportunity. And you might be asking yourself, why haven't you mentioned Breece Hall? More or less because I think the Jets are going to be throwing the ball more. Breece Hall is also sharing a backfield with a young running back in Michael Carter, who I do think is a change of pace back, and I wouldn't be surprised if Breece Hall does start. I just don't know if he's going to have the same amount of attempts as Kenneth Walker. And I fully expect Breece Hall to have a fantastic career, and I don't know if he's going to have enough touches. Now, he might be a guy that's going to get a lot of receptions in a better offense that could end up winning more games, so that's a plus when we're talking about running backs. Now, I do think Breece Hall is the better running back than Kenneth Walker, but when we're talking Rookie of the Year, opportunity is a major factor in all this. I think Kenneth Walker's going to have the most opportunity out of all the running backs. But to get right into it, my pick for Rookie of the Year is Jameson Williams. And I don't think it's that nasty to say that. As much as it might be crazy to some people for a torn ACL, I don't think a torn ACL is as bad as it was 10 years ago, and Jameson Williams might not lose a step. We're talking about a guy that's going to be most likely the wide receiver 1 or a slight 2 behind Amon St. Brown. And they might put him in Amon St. Brown's position of just get the ball and move out of the way. For a guy that has such great yak ability, I think Jameson Williams is going to be able to come into an offense where he's going to get the ball often and be able to make plays. He's shifty and he's able to go to the deep ball, which that's actually one of the biggest pluses with Jared Goff's game is his accuracy with the deep ball, and I think that fits Jameson Williams really well. I'd be shocked if honestly one of the 2 rookies for the Lions, one of the top 2 rookies I might add, doesn't win a Rookie of the Year case just because of the Hard Knocks film that will be on them all the time. I think that Jameson Williams' personality fits the bill of a wide receiver 1, and I think that there's a lot of things going well for him to potentially win this award. Now, I don't know if he's the best wide receiver out of the guys that were taken, and a couple of guys I do want to mention that could win the award at the wide receiver position, and call this honorable mentions if you'd like. And I'll give a quick reason why I think Jameson has a better opportunity, is more or less I think Garrett Wilson has a really fair shot, and he was honestly my number 4. I think it's not crazy to say that he could win the award. I just don't believe in Zach Wilson as much. I don't believe that Drake London has the separation ability to take corners away from Pitts, and I think that Drake London could potentially be the biggest bust in this draft. And I don't think it's that ridiculous to say that. He was my wide receiver 4 on this draft, and I think he has plenty of potential, but I think he would have been better in an offense that better suits his skill set instead of just saying, hey, go get the ball. George Pickens is going into a situation that produces wide receivers as long as he stays healthy, and that's his biggest concern. Is he going to be on the field long enough to make the biggest plays? Because when he was at Georgia, that was just not the case, which is really disappointing for a guy that I think has a ton of talent and could be the biggest menace to society in all of the NFL. Sky Moore will also have plenty of opportunity as he is on the Chiefs, but I think he's not going to be as high up on the depth chart as people are hoping to be, but he's a guy that has plenty of potential. But after all the guys that I just mentioned, Jameson Williams is going to have more opportunity. I think his skill set better fits the team that he's on, and he's going to have a lot of targets. I think the Lions could potentially win 6 to 7 games next year and be competitive more or less than a lot of previous years. Now, call me nasty for that all you want, but I think they could be fighting for the 2nd or 3rd spot in the AFC North, and I think they're way better than the Bears, and I think they could at least be competitive against the Vikings. And in all honesty, he's either going to have to catch a lot of touchdowns or put up a ton of yards, and I wouldn't be surprised if he put up a ton of yards, and there's rumors that he should be able to be available for week 1. Now, that's my biggest concern when it comes to him not winning Rookie of the Year, is I don't know if he's going to be able to stay on the field, or say something happens with this torn ACL recovery, as anything can happen when we're talking about an injury like that. He could end up not being on the field enough. Now, if he isn't on the field enough, I would go with Kenneth Walker, and I'm probably going with the guy that has the most production, because I wouldn't be surprised if the guy that wins Rookie of the Year this year most likely isn't on a good team when we're talking about the offensive side of the ball. And with that being said, that's the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're at this point in the video, please leave a like, leave a sub. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. And also, I would like to say, from the bottom of my heart, we just hit 200 subs on this channel, and honestly, that is just such a joy to me. I am so thankful for any new people that are here. I'm Tegan. I'd love to be your sports guy, and let's talk. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to make a video on your ideas, so drop a like, drop an idea, anything. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see the defensive side of the ball, when we talk about defensive Rookie of the Year, leave a comment down below who's your pick, and also leave your offensive pick as well. We'll talk about it. But go check out Player's Choice Gridiron on the most recent episode, and thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.